Welcome to Film Fetish, the place for people whose favorite porn category is natural lighting. My name is Dana, my favorite sex position is the Dutch angle, and I am here with my co-host Dom.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going. I actually brought you a little gift, but I'm realizing that my backpack is really far away, so I'm going to obnoxiously put my mic down and grab it, give it to you.
That's going to make a great sound.
Just one moment.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Just give me a moment.
Okay, so while he does that, basically, Film Fetish is something that we decided to come up with. We're film students right now, and we're kind of douchey. We've known each other for literally 2 months, kind of. And we basically were like, hey, I want to talk about movies and not be judged by my classmates, and that's what we're going to do.
Our souls have known each other for much longer, though.
Have they?
I like to think so.
Yeah? Like just intermingling in the cosmic web that is the universe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be hopeful.
Okay, so what is this gift that you have for me so we can get on with it?
Well, why don't we explain what we're going to be talking about today, the film.
So, do you want to say that? Yeah, you go for it.
We're going to be talking about our favorite film of last year, which is Call Me By Your Name.
That's so good.
It is great, yeah. It was...
It's like one of those fucking movies that, like, just rip you apart and put you back together at the same time.
Yeah, and because we're called Film Fetish, we're going to be talking about a lot of sexy stuff.
A lot of sexy stuff.
Some of you may get really aroused. But most of you will just turn this off and move on.
I fucking hope not.
Yeah.
What does that say about you, Jesus?
We don't really want to hear much from our audience besides... We just want to hear that for the most
Yeah, just
part.
Record yourself jerking off and
send us
basically.
That. We'll play it.
Yeah, we'll play it every week. We'll have...
So, Call Me By Your Name is infamously known for a really great scene involving a peach.
A really great scene.
And I went out of my way and bought us a peach.
Are you gonna fuck the peach?
Yes, I thought we could both do it. I got you one. Here you go, catch. And I brought one for myself.
Am I supposed to shove this in my vagina?
You are now going to hear us live on air fuck peaches. Dana, would you like to begin? I'm a gentleman, so, I believe in ladies first.
Straight up, this is not going in there.
It's actually not a ripe peach, so it's quite firm, so it might hurt.
These are, like, really smooth peaches, too. Why is this, like...
I shaved them, that's why.
You shaved the peach? Jesus Christ, Tom.
We haven't really known each other for that long, so...
Yeah, but we still talk about this shit for some reason. Okay, so Call Me By Your Name has a great scene where he fucks a peach.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck the peach.
Okay, fine, I will.
You're gonna fuck the peach?
I'm gonna fuck this... How did... See, it's not ripe enough.
He just pulled the pit out.
But yeah, but he, fingered it.
Yeah, he, fingered it. He was, freaking...
Have you tried fingering this peach? It's impossible.
No, because you gotta... Jesus Christ, his finger strength must have been insane.
Oh, I got it!
Oh,
that's kind of gross.
that's really gross.
Well, I've made a peach vagina!
Oh, okay, so I know this is just sound, so nobody could see what just happened, but he flung half the peach across the room. Is that a good peach man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so we're both, we were talking about Call Me By Your Name, because it's for me, it's one of those movies that just kind of fucking destroyed me, honestly, and it's I remember, I was really excited for the movie to come out. When I first saw the trailer, I was, freaking out, because it just looked cool. The colors, the aesthetic, the 80s, the Italy, the Chalamet. The Chalamet. And, what was your...
I didn't watch a single trailer, because
really?
In the year of 2016, I became a huge fan of Luca Guadagnino after watching A Bigger Splash. And then I found out, his movie was coming out soon, so I wanted to kind of keep it a surprise. And it was during a phase where I was just really anti-trailer, because I just felt like they gave away so much shit.
Sorry, that's my phone. FYI, you're gonna hear, like, everything that happens in this room.
Yeah. You're gonna hear a mental breakdown soon.
But, like, I feel like every kind of movie nerd, quote unquote, goes through that little phase of being really anti-trailer and, like, I don't want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm still in that phase.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm kind of happy I am.
I'm straight up, like, if I don't like the trailer, I will not go see the movie.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of the worst.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of a movie nerd, but if something doesn't interest me, I won't even fucking try. But yeah, you saw Call Me By Your Name at TIFF.
Yes, yeah. So I was really excited that it premiered at TIFF because, like I had mentioned, I was following this movie for quite some time. But I always felt that, like, the subject matter wouldn't really interest me.
Mm-hmm.
However, everything lined up with this film just seemed really interesting, right? Like, it's made by a really great filmmaker, has a really great cast. Sufjan Stevens was scoring the film. Sufjan. You have Sufjan, you have Timothy Chalamet.
You have the worst French accent ever.
A French-Canadian accent.
Have you ever met a French Canadian?
Yeah. Bro, can't you tell? I am fucking French Canadian.
From Brampton.
I'm from Brampton.
Yeah, so, like, for me it was very, like I saw the trailer, and it just kind of, it came right out of the blue for me, because I'm sure you're kind of the same kind of guy, or, like, a lot of people in our class who like, one of the first things they go to in the morning is IMDb and see what trailers came out.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely that kind of person. And it showed up one day, and I was like, this poster is, like, pretty fucking neato. Neato burrito.
Dude, I'm so anti-trailer that trailers don't even come to me anymore. They just don't appear on my YouTube
Oh, like,
feed.
they're just like...
YouTube
wow.
knows, man.
I don't watch trailers on YouTube. I watch IMDb predominantly.
Well, they know.
They know.
Because, like, yeah, because I didn't know that they released the Beach Bum trailer until you told me, like, months later.
Right, yeah.
Because you're how like excited I was for it.
You're a huge Corinne...
Yeah.
Harmony Corinne bro. But yeah, no, like, I remember when the trailer came out, and I was freaking out because it looked so cool, and I'm basically Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
Yeah, in a nutshell, I'm pretty much, me and him are one and the same, and I'm also kind of an '80s whore, too. So I was really excited. Plus, I love Italy, even though I've never been. Although I'm hoping to go soon. It's like it seemed for me. It's also super queer, which I'm very into. And, like, so just for me, I kind of had the opposite thing where I went into it knowing I'm probably gonna fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked everything surrounding the core.
Yeah. It was kind of, you were kind of like, what? Like, was it the gay thing?
Pretty much, yeah. I thought I wouldn't be able to relate to that narrative.
Mm-hmm.
But I was totally wrong when I saw the film because it just presented itself as just a normal love story. A very beautiful love story.
Yeah.
That I think everyone can relate to.
Yeah, it was the whole, like... It's because there's a line in the book... I can't remember what the exact... But I'm gonna, like, paraphrase? Holy shit, I can't pronounce anything. It's like... Maybe we were friends first and lovers second, but maybe that's what lovers are or something.
Yeah.
And, like, that's just insanely beautiful. Like, we're gonna say beautiful a lot when we're talking about this movie because it's like a living painting. It's fucking insane, man. Did you watch it last night?
I didn't watch it. No, I didn't rewatch it.
I watched it again last night because I do what I tell people I'm gonna do, unlike Dom, who doesn't.
I'm a fucking asshole.
He's a fucking asshole.
I just try to fuck a peach.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? Yeah, so, like, okay, so let's start with, like, what your favorite aspect of the movie is, because I think we are both pretty much, like, this movie is perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things, but, like, the number one thing that would show up in your head when you think Call Me By Your Name, what do you like about it?
I don't know, there's so many good things. It's just like they took, like, every good aspect and just combined it, and it worked so well, you know?
It was, like, it's just fucking... I'm gonna just keep on saying it's fucking insane. I don't fucking get it. It pisses me off a lot, honestly.
Well, we should talk, like, about all these good aspects separately. I mean, where can we begin? I guess we can...
Well, let's just start with, like, the core of it. Like the relationship between Elio and Oliver was... It was...
Their dynamic, yeah.
Their dynamic was insane. Because I think a lot of people... I know I did the first time I saw it. I focused on the way Elio was acting and, like, his side of it. Because he was obviously the main protagonist. But when I was watching it more, it's like, I was seeing, like, how scared Oliver was, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's that scene... when Oliver is helping Elio's father go through the slideshow of the statues, and first of all, the guy who plays the dad did a fucking amazing job.
He's incredible.
He's incredible. We'll get into that later, but I just wanted to give him a shout. I can't remember his fucking name for the life of me. It's like Michael something.
Michael Selberg.
Michael Selberg, thank you. This is why I keep you around. He says something about, you know, like, it's like the statues are daring you to desire them. And you can see the fear in Oliver's face right after he says that. He's like, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
In that sense, it's a very slow-burning film. Because the love story doesn't really unravel itself until, like, the third act.
Mm-hmm. And,
it's
like,
just...
Yeah.
It's, like, extremely passive at first. And, like, in a good way. I think they portray it very well. They make it really believable.
Yeah, it's like... I was never taken out of that movie. Not once.
Yeah.
Like, the entire time was just, like... It was very emotional, very melancholy, very nostalgic.
Yes, yeah.
And, you know, there was no real negative obstacle other than their own anxieties.
Yeah.
That's something I bring up a lot, is, like, the only thing getting in the way of them are how Elio feels like Oliver hates him and how Oliver feels like Elio doesn't like him in that way.
Yeah, it's all internal.
It's all internal. Because, like, even the parents are fucking, like... The parents fucking knew the whole time.
Yeah, that's what made it really great, too.
Yeah, was, like, there was no, you know, there's no real, there was no real anti-gay in there that you see in a lot of queer movies. You see a lot of victimization in most of queer cinema. And that's the thing, this is just a really beautiful, pure relationship.
Yeah, and in that regard, that's kind of what made it so relatable.
Yeah.
You know, in the sense that, like, the parents pretty much knew the whole time.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like a typical queer narrative that we're so used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
That whole, like, Brokeback Mountain narrative of, like,
yeah, like,
we can't do this because,
like,
what will they say?
Yeah, it's like no one dies.
Yeah. Which
is pretty fucking sick because one of them always dies.
No one kills himself.
No one kills himself. No one dies of AIDS.
Yeah, that's another, like, common thing. That's so annoying.
Like, it's not the whole Angels in
AIDS
America,
narrative.
You know, fucking, you know, tragic gay character archetype that's, like, so prevalent now. And honestly, it's
I don't know why it still is. Like, I thought we were, like, past that. I mean, I guess maybe we're, like, in a transitional
I think it's because
period.
a lot of writers see it as easy drama.
Yeah.
You know, someone dies.
It's kind of like cliche now, right?
It's kind of like the whole trope that any lesbian couple, ever one of them will die.
Yeah.
Like, you see it in TV a lot. Like, the whole joke is that if two girls get together, one of them's gonna die.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
It's like in the 100... I think it happened to Grey's Anatomy, I'm not completely sure. I only watch Grey's Anatomy when I'm high, so...
But, yeah, I found that really interesting.
Yeah, like, Call Me By Your Name is just... It totally says fuck you to that whole Hollywood archetype that happens. Of, you know, the fucking... The doomy gay couple, you know? And, like, yeah, that's pretty much what that's one of the best parts of the movie, is that it really caters to everyone in a very subtle way, I think.
That was one of my worries about the film, is that it was going to turn into that narrative, so I think that's why I fell in love with this movie so much, is that it just took me by surprise.
Yeah, because you're like a pretty stand-up straight guy, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I might not look like a straight guy at times.
When I met you for the first time, I was like, I can't tell.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You're very metrosexual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then I'm just like, fuck it, pretty much. But, like,
pretty much.
Fuck, shit.
That happens a lot, folks.
Yeah, I just dropped my phone again. Yeah. So, like, okay. I'm gonna take a second, and I'm gonna talk about the fucking clothes in this movie.
Oh, your
Because
favorite,
I've
yeah.
been just sitting here, just the shorts are just reeling through my mind. That those pair of shorts that he fucking wears, they're like purple with the circles on it. Like, holy shit. So, whoever fucking... Was this nominated for best costuming or whatever?
You know what? I don't think so, to be honest.
Because that's a
It didn't get too many nominations.
Yeah, because it only won for, like...
They only won for best adapted screenplay.
Right.
James Ivory.
Yeah. It should have won Best Picture. I'm still mad about that, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
I
guess
that's another argument for another day.
I guess the Academy likes women who fucking sea monsters.
Literally, all the heterophiliacs on Tumblr were, like, freaking the fuck out, all the monster fuckers.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. I can kind of,
They just threw one big fucking monster orgy.
No, seriously, like, it was hilarious. Honestly, I was fucking there for it. Like, go get it. Like,
just in the corner, just shoving fish up your pussy or something.
With just, like, a fish from the grocery store.
Just going like, oh, I never finished Shape of Water, but it seems like a great film.
Jesus, stop making that noise. So, like, it's just, like, like, you know, you were saying earlier when we were talking about doing this, you were saying how things like Stranger Things
yes, yeah,
kind of, like, satirize. Is that how you say the word satirize? They're a satire of 80s fashion and shit. Like, they exaggerate it.
Satire. Yeah, 80s
satire.
satire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Call Me By Your Name just made it so subtle that it didn't seem overly contemporary.
It was just, like, what normal people would be wearing, but, like, sick.
Yeah, which, again, helps the narrative a lot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if people, especially people our age, who see a film take place at a decade they just cannot relate to,
they feel like they have to have it exaggerated for them to get it.
Yeah, it might not make them feel as invested into the narrative as they should be.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm gonna just keep talking about it. The fucking clothes in this movie were amazing. Like, just, there's, like the mom especially had, these, like, great, awesome, like, big fucking shorts, and, like, she looked like she was at a safari, but she still looked awesome.
Yeah,
that
she was
mom,
hot.
she was fucking hot.
Yeah.
That's, like, a mom, like...
That's a hot mom.
That's a hot mom. And just, like... And then Army's shirts, the, like... Whoever fucking did all that shit, they did a really, really good job. I really cannot, like, fully, what's the fucking word? Like, I just really fucking like
Dana, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah, ask me a serious question.
Would you sniff Armie Hammer's swimming trunks
like,
as Timothée Chalamet did in
the
film?
Immediately.
It's like a hard sniff.
Have you
like, leave it on
seen
your,
him?
Leave it on your like face for like a couple seconds too.
And like go into doggy position?
Yeah. Just start humping the bed.
Like just start humping the bed. I mean, probably, honestly, like if I had the chance, in a heartbeat. Like, holy shit.
I'd probably do it too, just for the story, you know? Like, if someone would bring up, like, hey, did you see the Armie Hammer movie recently? I'd be like, oh, Armie Hammer, yeah, I sniffed his trunks.
I sniffed where his crotch was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
It kind of smelled like Facebook for some reason. I don't know why.
Like Facebook.
I was trying to reference a movie that he was in. And Social Network was the first one that came to mind.
I did not get that at all. No one's gonna get that. You fucking know.
That was a really bad joke.
That was a really bad joke.
You're gonna be hearing a lot of bad jokes, people.
Yeah, this is literally gonna be the least funny podcast of all time.
And eventually you'll hear me fuck a peach. I promise you.
Yeah, just wait till the end. We'll get there.
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay. So, like, the shoes, the fucking... And I'm gonna bring up, because every time I think of Armie Hammer in this fucking movie, you gotta think about the scene where he's fucking dancing to one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah, let's talk about the soundtrack, how great it was.
Yeah, okay, that fucking soundtrack. We already talked about Sufjan Stevens. I remember when the trailer came out,
They played Mysteries of Love, was it? Or
I don't remember, but, like... or maybe it was just the poster that had come out, and then a couple weeks... Fuck off.
Are you gonna start crying?
Yeah.
Is it a video?
And it was announced that Sufjan Stevens was writing songs for it, and me and my friend flipped the fuck out. We were like crying. We were like, thank the fuck God, because we listened to Illinois so much. Like,
Yeah.
like that album was so good, and he's also kind of like low key super gay, so it kind of made sense. We were like, okay.
Yeah, I actually never knew that about him.
Well,
that kind of puts it in perspective.
It's like he writes about it a lot, but it's not very. He doesn't talk about it.
When I was at the premiere for Call Me by Your Name, someone had asked like, dude, how did you get Sufjan Stevens to make music for you? And Luca's answer was just like, I just love him so much. Like, I'm just the biggest fan of Sufjan. And I just approached him and was like, hey, can you just make some music for my movie? And he was just like, sure.
And it did a fucking sick-ass job. Because, okay, so, like, that remix of Feudal Devices was the first... I think it was the first one that actually played in the movie.
It was, yeah.
Chronologically. And it just fits so well with what was going on. Like there was the lens flares, and he was looking all angsty.
Yeah, even though there's nothing 80s about his music, it still worked so well.
That's actually
pretty interesting.
That's a really good point. Actually, I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
you don't hear like synth in his music.
Yeah, there's no synth. It's pretty stripped down.
Yeah.
But like it still fits into that like theme of classical music or motif. I can't remember what any of these words.
Well, I guess it's like you mentioned, because he is gay. Maybe it's like.
Well, he hasn't come out
like
and
relatable.
straight up said that he was gay, but the thing is, he talks about kissing dudes a lot.
Did you just assume his sexuality? Yeah.
Come on, dude.
What the fuck's wrong with it?
When you sing about kissing dudes that much, you could pretty much like.
Maybe he's just ironic.
Maybe you're just... You know what? I'm not having this argument with you. But yeah, and then Mystery of Love was just beautiful. Everyone knows that. Although, remember that Oscar performance?
Yeah, it was kind of cringy.
That was rough. He really did, obviously
Dude, it looked like a hologram of Sufjan. It didn't even look like him.
Yeah, he did not want to fucking be there, man. He was like, I'm gone. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, what is this capitalist dogma that I'm supporting right now, you know?
Yeah, you can tell on his face, he's like, I'm selling my soul as we fucking sing.
Yeah, it was so fucking, like... And then, like, of course, the thing that made everybody cry was the last scene. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of emotional beats in the third act.
Yeah.
And I think it started where they're at the train station, and he can barely talk to his mother over the phone.
In his, like, voice, yeah.
And then there's that car ride home.
It's because that scene especially, I think everyone has been Elio at that point.
Yeah.
Everyone has been, you know, their parents are driving them home, or their friend, or whatever, and they're sitting in the passenger seat crying. And it's not necessarily the same situation, but everyone's been at that point in their lives, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that happens to me, like, all the time, dude.
I know, like, now that we're in college, it happens every
maybe it's not
day.
even, like, love related. It's just,
No.
It could be anything. That's what probably made it, like, extra sad, that car ride.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, you're sad over something, and then your mom just, like, amplifies that sadness. Or she's like, what's wrong? She gives you, like, that puppy stare, like, what's going on?
Are you okay?
You okay?
What's going on, champ?
You're like, Mom, shut the fuck up.
Like, it was just, like, a really... And then, like, the train scene especially kind of fucked me up, because when I was watching it again, I was looking at Oliver in the train, and he was gonna cry.
Yeah.
He was there, like everybody kind of. I think I brought this up before. I think everybody really talks about how Elio felt, like, this is awful for him, blah blah blah. And yeah, of course that's what you're given. Of course that's what you should be focusing on. Jesus. But, like, if you watch it again, I really want to push people to, like, look at the way Oliver is throughout the movie. He's just in the same place, man. And it's heartbreaking, because you know that, like...
It's more heartbreaking when you see someone, like, at that age, so vulnerable, like Elio, go through that pain. And I'm happy they focused on him. I mean, obviously the book is focused on him anyways.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work if Oliver was the main character. It wouldn't be as good. It would be a little creepy, honestly, I think.
It'd be like a horror movie.
I remember when I first found out what the movie was about. I was like, he's, like, fucking young, man. Like,
It's really common in the gay community, though, from what I hear. Having older men sleep with younger men.
I don't know about that, but it was more of like, because I was like, I actually thought Timothée Chalamet was like 17.
Yeah.
And I was like, Armie Hammer's like 35 or something. That's fucking creepy as shit.
Can you imagine the rehearsing? He's like, hey, bro, so we're gonna, like, suck each other off, right? So, I need you to do this well.
I need you to...
I'm chasing that Oscar, buddy.
Come on now. Yeah, but no, they didn't...
I'm gonna suck your cock so good. I'm gonna win an Oscar.
Do you think that's what you fucking said to him when he's like, Elio, come here?
I can picture them, like, joking around during rehearsal, and then Armie Hammer going, like, but in all seriousness, bro, like, I'm gonna suck your dick really fucking good, because I really want that Oscar nomination. So he's just going, like, okay, bro, yeah, I'll do the same.
I like to think that they fell in love in real life, too.
Oh,
like,
100%.
They definitely have, like, a bromance in real life, but also, like, I really hope that, like, they fell in love.
Can you imagine they fell in love during, like, rehearsing, like, the sex scene? And they just both looked at each other like, yo, you're pretty good at that. And they're just like, yeah, I know,
okay,
right?
let's fucking talk about that sex scene, though. I mean, like, technically there was no sex actually happening, and, like, it was, like, a very, like, tender sex scene, but holy shit, that was one of the hottest kisses I've seen in my varied movie viewing career.
You see pre-sex, you see post-sex, you see cum being wiped off. Whose chest was it?
It was Armie's chest. His nice hairy chest.
Yeah. I'm picturing you watch that scene and just going like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's totally what's going on. I'm like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, okay.
You're probably thinking like, I would leave it. You know, I would leave it on there for a little bit.
Like just yeah. No, but like honestly, that scene was like fucking hot as shit. Like, boy, they can fucking kiss people well.
Yeah, they did.
They did it
really well. Yeah.
They did it really well. Like, it wasn't even like, it was very sensual.
It would make any homophobe question their sexuality. That's how good it was.
That's how good it was.
Yeah.
It was like, do you think Donald Trump saw this movie and was like, fuck?
I wish I could do a Donald Trump impression of him watching that movie.
just fuck.
Just going, shit.
I can't even do a Donald Trump voice if I fucking tried.
I just sound like a mobster when I do it. Maybe that's saying something about Donald Trump.
Are you saying Donald Trump's a mobster?
Well, I'm fucking gay now.
You do sound like a gangster.
Right?
What the fuck?
Wrong.
It was, and just like just everything they did was so like it was sex, you know, like there's that part where like Armie puts his hand on Elio's hand.
Dude, even the shoulder rub.
Oh,
very early on, you're like, whoa.
It's like, way to be fucking sly all over.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Fuck,
dude.
Like, Elio, how did you not know he wanted to fuck you? Like...
Dude, like, fucking Oliver, you practically grabbed his cock, bro.
Yeah, like, you seriously, like, you pretty much reached down his pants. Like, that wasn't, like, you're not slick at all. You're fucking...
Dude, that's like if we were having a conversation and you're just introducing yourself and I interrupt you. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck you. I just said something like that. You're like, what? And you're like, nothing. I'm just gonna play volleyball.
I'm just gonna talk about Marzia for a second. The girl. Poor fucking girl. Honestly, like...
Yeah, there was a moment where I was like, fuck you, Elio.
Yeah, like, Elio, you piece of shit.
Dude.
She's so cute.
You fucked her for 12 seconds. By the way, Timothée Chalamet, work on your fucking...
Endurance,
yeah. Gain some more stamina, bro.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out.
Well, it was like the first time the kid had sex. I'm sure you did that.
No, that's a
What? How long would you say you lasted?
I didn't actually... We're really gonna get into this?
Yes, I'm gonna
I didn't actually
we haven't been talking about
climax the first time I had sex.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it was because I was really nervous. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
Was it like a jackrabbit where you just like...
Dude, I was giving it my best. I'm the type of guy where I believe in first impressions mean a lot. So I'm like,
Did she come?
I don't know. Dude, I didn't even know. I was so clueless. I didn't even know vaginas lubricate. That's how clueless I was.
So what? Did you use
I just thought vaginas were always ready. You know what I mean?
It's a little fucking sad if I'm gonna...
That was like 17. I didn't know anything. I went from like Call of Duty to, wow, I'm inside a vagina.
Was it awesome though?
It was great, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still addicted.
Me too. Too bad. It's like, the thing is like, I'm like when it comes to sex, I'm like a heroin addict who can never find heroin. Like, I fucking love it, but I never do it.
Yeah.
It's honestly a little sad.
I'm really primitive.
Yeah, you're like a fucking caveman, dude. You're like humping the walls and shit.
Yeah, that's why we started a podcast called Film Fetish. Dana was like, hey, let's start a podcast where we talk about movies. And I'm like, can we talk about sex too? And she's like, sure.
Well, it's because that's generally what our conversations are made up of. Are movies and sex. And that's it, pretty much.
Yeah, and I don't do it because I'm like a creep or something like that. It's just that I was, my parents never had like that talk with me. And I always found it just like extremely taboo. You know?
My parents were like weirdly open about it, which is weird because I grew up in like a very Christian household. I remember it vividly. My mom said, "Okay, Dana, on Saturday we're gonna have the talk," and I knew immediately. What
Saturday was it like a Monday or some shit when she said that?
Yeah, it was like.
All right, Dana, I'm free at 3:30 on a Saturday, so I'll schedule in for the talk.
From what I understand, my parents like planned it like years in advance. Like it was on their fucking calendars. Like, this is the day that we're giving Dana the talk. And they did it for my sister, too.
That's stressful.
I know, it was weird. And so she told me, like, okay, on Saturday we're going to have the talk. And I knew what the talk was. I knew already quite a bit about sex, but she still wanted to have the talk.
Yeah.
So the talk consisted of me sitting in my parents' room, reading this book. I can't remember what it was fucking called, but it had these really fat people in it, like, doing it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like a
BBW? We're gonna go through your father's search history, Dana.
Yeah, no, and then it was like it was supposed to be like a really like a cute illustration, you know?
Yeah.
But like, oh my god,
cute.
And then my dad was just like giggling in the corner.
Yeah.
Or was he there? I can't remember, honestly.
Yeah, I would black out that experience too.
Yeah, no, it was fucking weird. I remember it was right after we went to a jazz festival. And we went home and my mom gave me the talk.
Jazz?
I don't know, man.
I mean, jazz, you know,
it gets you going.
Gets you going, man.
Gets you going. And then I, like, went to my room and didn't talk to anyone for the rest of the day because it was just so embarrassing. I was like, I need to be alone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super weird. Okay, but back to the movie. I'm gonna bring up that song again because we kind of got sidetracked talking about Sufjan
Feudal
Stevens.
Devices?
No, we're gonna talk about Love My Way.
Love My Way. Oh my god.
Love My Way is literally one of the best 80s songs of all time. But like, it fit. It wasn't like
they couldn't have picked a better song for not even just that scene, but just for the movie in general.
Yeah, because like honestly, like the psychedelic furs and like they're going up the charts now because of that fucking movie. Man.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, totally.
Dude.
And like it's such a perfect song because it's like it's 80s, but it still fits the like the style of the movie. It's not like because if you put like fucking New Order in it, I don't think it would have fucking fit.
No, you needed like a melancholic pop song. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily pop, but
No, I'd
it's
say
in, like,
it's pop. It's
yeah?
synth pop, yeah.
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, and then they bring it back.
You needed
later.
something that you could dance to, but at the same time cry to.
I have definitely cried to that song multiple times
Yeah.
in my life. Like, definitely played it and be like, oh,
I felt various
my way.
emotions. I have danced to that song.
And it's sad dancing.
Yeah.
Like the dancing that Army does in the movie.
Yeah.
With like his elbows are fucking everywhere. Jesus.
That actually, you know what? That has to be my favorite scene from the movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just even on a personal side, because I'm not much of like a party person, but I do love watching people dance and whatnot, just like Elio's character. And,
yeah, the weird like shoulder dance he does, like he does it multiple times throughout the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm so cool. I'm Elio, bitches.
Yeah.
And that shirt. Oh man. That shirt, he kept on complaining about how bad the shirt was. Like, oh, I don't want to wear it. Oh, I don't want to wear it. It's so ugly. And I'm like, are you kidding? That goes for like $50 at Urban Outfitters now. Like, what the fuck?
Dude.
Like,
that's a nice shirt.
That's a nice shirt. Like, yeah. And then, like, my favorite part of the movie, 100%, is when they're in, I think it's Bergamo or something. I don't really know how to pronounce the name of the city, but like it's when Oliver leaves and they go on a trip together.
Fucking Italy.
And and they go in like they're like super drunk, right? And when they go they find the car that's playing Love My Way, and he just goes, Richard Butler, fantastico.
It's so funny.
Best fucking part of that movie. And it's just
There's a lot of great subtle humor in that film.
Yeah, and it's
really nice.
It's really nice. And it's like when he rolls into the pool, or like just Elio being a little shit, honestly.
When they're saying goodbye to each other on the bus, to the parents.
That was
really
cute.
funny.
That was really cute. It's just it's such a wholesome movie, honestly. And it's not a word that I think a lot of people will use, but I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know, the thing that gets me about this movie a lot, though, is that, like, it's, every time I finish watching it, I'm just so fucking sad.
Yeah.
Because, like, the whole thing is you will never, ever be able to enter that kind of world. You will never be able to actually have, like, the feeling that they have in that movie. And that fucking sucks.
Or you've had that feeling,
and it's gone.
Then that scene or that film triggers those moments in life that you've had, and it just like...
Was that what it was for you?
That's what it was for me, yeah, because I've went through pretty serious heartbreak.
You've been around the block 1 or 2 times.
Literally, 1 or 2. No more. But it sucks, man. It's really painful.
Yeah. See, like, I've never been in a serious relationship. I think I've been in love before. I'm not completely sure, but that's what it was for me, was, like, oh, what if this never happens to me? You know? I would much rather that it happened and I was heartbroken.
My friend actually had that exact same reaction when I took him to go see that film. I think he even said something where he was like, I'll never have something as beautiful as they had. And it's so sad to have it, presented as heartbreak in the end. Yeah, and
the thing for me is, like, it's like, any relationship you have will never live up to that.
Yeah.
Which is, it's terrifying. It's, like, horrific. Like, you're sitting there and you're scared shitless because you're like, I'm never gonna love someone that much. No one's ever gonna love me that much. That's the scary thing of when you're sitting there after watching that movie, you know? It's like a fucking, what's the word? It's like a midlife crisis. It's like a midlife crisis of a movie.
Well, look at the way it was presented in the film. It just showed up, it just sort of arrived at his doorstep, at the most literal sense, right?
Yeah.
And it was so unpredictable. I don't think they both expected that they would fall in love, right? So it's just a great example of what love really is, right? It's...
Oh, that was so deep. Aww.
You'll never expect it.
You'll never expect it, yeah. Richard Butler, fantastic. I'm just reading...
Richard Butler!
I'm gonna say, during that scene, he fucking vomits on himself, right? And then they just make out immediately.
That's love, dude. That's
fucking love.
Fucking love.
It's like his fucking...
I don't even think my girlfriend would do that.
No?
No, she'd be like, oh, you gotta go brush your teeth.
Even if she was shit-faced, like...
I've done it. Like she'd throw up and feel really embarrassed, and just to like comfort her and remind her like that it's not a big deal, I'd give her a kiss.
Like,
I wouldn't.
Everybody pukes.
I wouldn't like aggressively make out, but I'd give her like a little peck. Just be like, it's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like,
now go brush your fucking teeth, you fucking
there's some
dirty piece of shit. Can't hold your liquor.
There's some Listerine in the cupboard. I'm gonna need to get. I need you to go give it a good swig.
Yeah.
And then we can do the deal.
Come on, show some fucking respect.
Yeah, that's fucking love right there. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like, how fucking drunk did they get? Jesus Christ.
They had too many,
yeah.
Too much Sambuca,
Also, the peach fucking thing. I'm gonna go back to this.
Yeah, we joked about it, but there was a lot of seriousness.
But also, how did he not get a fucking yeast infection?
Oh my god, you brought that up.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up.
You did.
Because that's like...
Dude, dicks are like made out of steel,
no,
bro.
Guys can get fucking yeast infections.
I know,
I've talked to guys
I've had a few.
You've had a few. You know that this could happen. I'm just kind of like, I guess it was the 80s. It was kind of YOLO.
I got a yeast infection from my fleshlight. So
Wait, you have a fleshlight?
instead of cleaning it, I started fucking it with a condom. And that right there is the definition of laziness.
Yeah, like, that's, like, disgusting. Holy shit.
But then I
don't
realized
know
how
if I
disgusting it was, and I threw it in the dishwasher.
You put it in the dishwasher?
Yeah, man.
Like your family dishwasher?
Dude, I think the salesperson told me to do that.
Wait, you bought it, like, in person?
Yeah, a lesbian sold it to me. She was super cool. She was like, I came in there, like, all sweaty and nervous, and she could probably tell.
And she was like, you want a fleshlight?
And I knew what I wanted, dude. I did some research, bro, and I saw it, and she was like, we were, like, fingering fleshlights together, testing them out. She's like, yeah, stick your fingers in there. Yeah, it feels great, right? Yeah, this one's great for stamina. I'm like, that's what I need.
Wait, how did she know?
What?
She's a lesbian.
Dude, she works there. She knows her products, man.
Was there, like, a fleshlight store?
It was a sex shop. It was called, you know what it was called? It was called Come As You Are.
Wait, is that downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
No.
It's sad.
All of the sex shops in Toronto are gone. The condom shop is gone.
Condom Shack, yeah, I know.
Condom Shack
sucks.
Yeah, Toronto's a great town if you like sex.
Condom Shack was like really touristy. Like,
yeah, it did get really.
You could
touristy.
always tell that the salespeople there were like really pissed off every time someone walked through the door because they just knew that.
They must have gotten a lot of people that would just like walk in and out.
They'd be like, "Oh my god, look, Bunny's fucking," and they're like, "We take our sex seriously."
Yeah, they were like an institution. They were there for a fucking long time.
No, these aren't just fuzzy handcuffs. Let me fucking tell you.
These have a purpose.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, not that I would know. I don't really get around that much. At this point, I'm basically a nun. Let's be real here. It's like, what are those
Well, why do you think I gave you that fucking peach, Dana? Come on.
I can't.
I'm trying to help you here.
I'll have sex with a peach tonight. There you go.
just,
I'll let you know how it
fucking
goes.
Dry hump it or something, man. Just leave a snail trail or something. Oh, that's great. That's great for the listeners out there. Yeah.
ASMR.
Dana's just...
This is kind of garbage peach, honestly.
It's not bad.
It's okay. It's kind of dry.
Dana's sucking that peach like Army Hammer.
Okay. Have you ever had a blowjob? Is this what a blowjob is to you?
Depends how drunk you are. No, blowjobs are great.
Yeah, I'm sure they're great. I actually, I'm low-key really pissed off that I'm never going to be able to experience a blowjob.
You could experience giving one.
Yeah, but...
That's probably fun.
I mean, I wouldn't really know.
Would you rather suck a big dick or a small dick?
Probably a big dick.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd want to do a
with.
small dick, so it'd be, easy work. You're like, oh, this is going to be easy. Just,
what,
just,
like a cigarette?
Just, sucking, a little nipple, A big dick, I'd be like, oh, shit, I have a bad gag reflex,
Well,
I don't want to puke.
Well, you don't have to, stick it way in there. Not everyone can deep throat. Unless you get that,
Yeah, but you never know, You never know if he's going to grab your head and be like, deeper.
Well, generally he should tell you that shit. Then he's just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Guys are assholes, though.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, just look at you. You're fucking...
I'm a nice guy.
Are you a nice guy?
Yeah, I fucking am, Dana.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time, Dana?
45 minutes. Okay.
Wow.
This is
fun.
This is fucking difficult sometimes, guys. I mean, this isn't, I promise we're gonna
we apologize for all the awkward pauses.
Yeah,
it's mostly my fault, because I'm super nervous.
Yeah, we promise we're gonna get better at this. This is pretty much just, a project on our own. We're literally taking out school equipment and doing this in the sound room after class. Because... we just want to do it so bad.
We're using shotgun mics.
Yeah, we're holding shotgun mics in front of us right now.
Yeah, we look like fucking idiots.
Yeah. At one point, Dom had his in between his legs.
Yeah, and it looked like I was sucking my own dick.
Yeah, it looked like it really did. I mean, I'm looking at it right now.
Which is hard, by the way.
Have you tried?
I have.
I feel like every guy has tried.
Yeah. There's always that one guy that, admits to it. And you're like, whoa, maybe I can do it. And then you try, and you come back the next day and you're like, bro, I tried, I can't do it.
It's
And he's like, you see?
Wait, you couldn't do it, right?
No.
No. I don't know.
Dude, what do I look like, a Somalian pirate to you? Fuck me. I'm an average Joe. I just fucking pull my back if I try.
Well, remember that rumor that Marilyn Manson got rid of one of his ribs so he could suck his own dick?
If that was true, I'd probably remove a couple of ribs.
You'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah, man.
You'd be like, who needs a fucking girlfriend? I can do this shit on my own.
It'd be a good upgrade to my fleshlight.
Yeah, I feel like anything's a good.
Would that be considered gay though?
If you were sucking your own dick?
Yeah.
No, it's autofellatio.
Maybe it depends on what you're thinking about, right?
I consider it masturbation.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I am right.
Okay.
For the record.
Okay.
I feel like we should talk about the movie again. Okay, literally, there's only one flaw in the movie for me.
Oh, what is it?
I think you know what this is.
Yeah.
There's this weird fucking shot with, like, no sound, and I think it's supposed to be, like, a flashback.
Or was it a dream sequence or something?
Or a dream sequence or something. I still don't really get it. It was, like, the infrared shot.
Yeah, you really have to, like, rewatch the film to, like, catch it. Because it's one of those scenes that you almost don't really notice it, but when you do, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Like, you're not even sure if it's real.
Yeah. Because
this movie has been so good so far, and then, like, that just happens, and you're like, oh, okay. Great, I guess. Like,
yeah,
fuck. Like, that was the only thing that really pissed me off, because it actually did take me out of it. Like,
there's a conspiracy theory that Call Me By Your Name is really a prequel to The Predator.
Are you saying that, wait, who's Predator in this situation?
It's Armie Hammer.
Armie Hammer's Predator?
They in the sequel, they reunite, and Armie Hammer comes back as Predator. And Elio's like, what the hell are you? And then he gets his fucking head blown off.
Oh, dude, no, Elio's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Yeah, they start fucking. And that's how they tie in Predator to the prequel. Is that Predator is getting his revenge on Elio, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
Who, ironically enough, his name is Dutch in the film. So it seems like this podcast has come to a full circle. Yeah.
The joke is that I'm really unapologetically of Dutch descent.
And her favorite sex position is the Dutch angle.
Thank you for ruining the joke, Dom. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the thing that really pissed me off. Because I was fucking into the movie, and then I was like, okay. And then I tried to forget about it while I was watching the rest of the movie. But it was still there. Like, this little inkling of a fucking garbage part. Like, just...
Yeah. But because we've brought up the aesthetic again, can we just talk about just all the camera use? I when I was at the festival, they had mentioned that they only used a single lens during the entire shoot, which is pretty risky.
Yeah, honestly.
Because if anything happens to this lens, you're fucked.
Well, I think they were talking about, like, the same kind of lens. I don't think they had only one lens. Because that would be, like, horrible planning for a big budget movie.
No, that's what it was.
Okay. I'll believe that for now.
Dana, you're ruining my story. It was so dramatic.
Okay, well, keep going. Jesus Christ.
Well, anyways, from my understanding, they only used one lens. Could have been one type of lens. But, like, what? Like, one focal length? It was just a 35 mil or something?
Yeah, or something like that.
I think the reasoning was just to, help on, like, the realism and the continuity.
You said something really, really good earlier when we were talking about this. You said it looked like a home movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, again, why you feel so invested into their relationship and whatnot.
You feel like you're part of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're there in this house, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm gonna just... This fucking movie, man.
And it really helped that they rehearsed for so long in the exact same location, too, because they sort of established a family.
And they lived there, and, like, they became really good friends. I'm really sorry I'm eating this peach, like, super aggressively now.
There's not too many filmmakers that do that. I've heard of Francis Ford Coppola do that. You know,
Do that?
Do that.
Coppola do that?
Do that.
Yeah, okay.
Francis Ford Coppola would always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Making me insecure about my doodad. Where he would like have like his entire cast and crew just hang around the house, and he would like cook for them, and it was like, you know, a family.
Or was it Scorsese in Goodfellas, where like his mom made them all dinner in that one scene?
That happened in the movie, yeah. Was that his actual mom?
That was his actual mother.
Oh, was it?
He basically just told her just make them dinner.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so like it's that kind of familiarity that's really important to a movie like this, especially with the chemistry that Armie and Timothy had.
Yeah.
It's that kind of shit that you really have to.
They really needed that to.
They really needed that.
Make it what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Like. Yeah. In conclusion, this fucking movie is sick, and everyone should go watch it.
If you're still listening and you haven't seen it, we're really sorry. We're really sorry for ruining it, but
we should probably put a spoiler alert on all of these, shouldn't we?
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's great.
Yeah. It's by a director named
Luca Guadagnino.
Luca and
written by the late James Ivory.
Book was written by Andre
something.
Asiman? I can't remember. It's a very good
Seaman?
book.
Whoa.
No, the book is very good as well. Kind of goes a little more in depth to the later things that happen with the relationship.
Yeah.
And there's talk of a sequel, which I could understand them doing.
I hope it doesn't happen though.
Well, it's because it does happen in the book.
Oh, it does?
It does. They do all the later stuff in the book.
Oh.
So that's why that's the only reason I'm okay with it.
Is it good though? Is it interesting? Have you read the book?
Yeah, I read the book. It was a very good book. And the later parts I think worked. I do think worked. And honestly casted perfectly, I think. Timothy Chalamet is just beautiful guy, looks like a fucking statue. Has the Roman nose of the gods, and he's playing Paul Atreides, apparently. So he better not fuck it up, or else I'm gonna kick him. I'm just gonna show up and kick him, and then of course Armie Hammer is just a fucking.
He's a handsome boy.
He's a handsome. He's a beautiful boy.
Dana has become a pun master. She came into this program saying that she doesn't know how to make a pun, but now look at her.
I've come a long way.
Pun master. I think they should call Me by Your Name 2. Call Me by Your Name 2, Come Harder. I think that's what they should call it.
Call Me by Your Name, Come Harder.
Call Me by Your Name, Part 2, Come Harder.
Call Me by Your Name, fuck, I don't know.
Call Me by Your Name, fuck, I don't know.
That kind of works, though. It's like Elio's attitude towards everything. Just like, fuck, I don't know. I'm really trying to make this real circle. Okay, yeah, so I think we're going to end it here. This is Film Fetish. Basically, we're going to release these as much as we can. We're going to get better at the
They're going to be very bad for, like, at least 100 episodes.
Yeah. We're not doing this for any kind of recognition. We're doing this because we like to talk about things. We like to talk about movies. We talk about sex a lot. And we make really, really stupid jokes. Him more than me because I'm perfect. But,
Wait, what?
Yeah, so we're going to release these as much as possible, but we are also full-time film students, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, we're on a film student budget,
which
so
is
bear
zero.
with us.
We're taking these out from the cage, so...
Yeah, I had to beg people in the street to give me money for these fucking peaches, which we haven't fucked yet, Dana. The viewers are still waiting.
Yeah, you feel free to do that. Okay. Next time, we'll be talking about another movie.
Should we keep it a surprise for now?
I think we're going to keep it a surprise for now.
Change our mind.
But I think we're talking about having other students from our program coming and talking to us as well.
Students, friends, perhaps professors as well.
Yeah, we have a couple teachers who are kind of interested, because we've kind of been, like, bragging about this. So we'll hope it goes well. And
Yeah, we were talking so much about it that like I was getting a little anxious.
yeah, I
And
feel like the expectations are really high for this.
I don't know if we'll fall through, but at this point we should just do it. Just so we said we did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
we gotta
there it
follow
is.
there now. All right. So we'll see you next time, I guess. I'm Dana.
I'm Dom.
Thanks for listening to us rant for an hour.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.